this person nailed it. And I thought it was kind of cool. There's so many products these days out there and about posture and about correcting our posture. And this particular one, it is so simple. I'm just going to show you how simple it looks. So this is, when I first opened it, this is what I saw. And I'm thinking, how the heck is that going to improve my posture? Because here it is. Okay, that's it. So it does have these straps. It's going to make a lot more sense in a minute. And it does have this removable piece right here. So there is some customizability to it, which I really appreciate. But I just was not super hopeful for this one, was what I thought when I got it, thinking how good could that really be? I was wrong. This was developed by a gentleman who was Brent, and it is called Baxby. And Brent was actually rehabbing an ACL injury. And in doing so, when he had ACL surgery and going through rehab after that, but had to get x-rays and, all the fun medical stuff. And in doing that, what they discovered and what Brent discovered was that his head was tilted forward by about 8 degrees. And I wouldn't know, I don't know how many people's heads are tilted forward or not, or does that even matter if your head is tilted forward? But what I learned from Brent was really quite interesting, because I do see, like, my mom's head is very tilted right now. And I look at her and I think, oh, I know it's not good, but I don't know why. And what I learned is that for every inch forward that your head is kind of tilted out of the posture that it's supposed to be in, that it's not aligned properly, you're putting 10 extra pounds of stress on your spine. 10 pounds for 1 degree. And so Brent recognized that, and he could only imagine, he's quite, on the younger side, but could imagine as he aged, and he's already at 8 degrees, where would he be as he aged, and what would that do to his body and to his spine? And so he set out to correct that and, put a stop to it, which was so smart. But in doing that, he had to go get different kind of therapies twice a week, and was spending about $120 a week for this. And I'll show you a picture of what he did to correct it. It does not look fun, Brent, I got to tell you. Here he is. So that is the device that they would put him in to try and correct his posture. And so, as you can imagine, that was indeed the light bulb moment for Brent. And so what did he create? He created the Baxby, and I just showed it to you there, but this is how it works. So it is very smartly engineered to, the strap system is really simple, but really nicely executed, really well done. And I'll show it to you up close in just a second. But I love the fact that it can really go on to any chair. I mean, I can't imagine what chair it wouldn't go on to. So it can go onto your car seat, which is really smart to get, in good position when you're in the car, if you're someone especially who does long drives. Anyone else all of a sudden very aware of how they're sitting? I want one. Yes, you do. Move. You guys, it's game changing. And what I love about it is instantly game changing. So we have sort of these big dining room chairs. So right away I thought it's not going to fit on our dining room chairs. But boy, it drives me crazy every single night sitting at the dining room table when my son Colin sits like this. And I look at him and I sit back, and I love our big chairs because it's kind of a prompt for me to sit back and get in position. I'm big on posture because I have scoliosis, and I grew up, I had to wear the brace when I was 13 for a couple years. Luckily, I only had to wear it to sleep, but that was not fun. But brace from, the whole torso. And so because I did that, I tend to have pretty good posture, but I do still have scoliosis. So I'm very mindful of it because I sit at the computer so much during the day. So I know how important it is. My daughter just hunches because all the teenagers hunch, and I think they just think it's cool. And that drives me crazy. And my mom, getting older, hunches because of osteoporosis and just, the core isn't strong anymore and all of that. And I want to get to that in just a second. But so I put this on our dining room chairs, and it is so crazy how this works. Because again, it's so simple, right? Just hooks on and you sit, and there's something about it that just makes you, it's like this trigger that happens, like this crazy button that you just pushed that puts you in the most perfect, proper alignment. it's like it does just prompt you. It's not like shocking you or anything like that, but it feels so good when it's positioned right that you want to sit back like that. And that is the perfect alignment. It's so flipping smart. I have to tell you, I'm going to show you a picture of exactly where it goes to be properly aligned. It's X marks the spot right between your shoulders, right there. And so if you've got that right there, you can take this. I know I'm not, let me try to get bigger here. So you can take this pad off, as I showed you before. I mean, to me, this is what feels so good. So that is going right between your shoulders, and it's just retraining your body to pull those shoulders back and get in that elongated, perfect posture. And what's so smart about this also is it's not just putting you in that perfect posture, but it's retraining your core. And so you do actually have to engage a little bit to stay there. So you're actually building strength and retraining your body to have good posture. So it's kind of a whole system. And speaking of system, another thing that's so great is that when you buy Baxby, you also get his 6-week training program. With all of the research that he's done, he talks about all kinds of things, not just posture, but posture obviously is a big part of it, but it's also things like, proper breathing and stretching and myofascial release and core strengthening. So all kinds of different things just for health and wellness and living better. So it's sort of a whole program that you get when you purchase this. But so much to love about it. He worked with, interestingly, he used NASA research to develop this. And then he worked beside top-notch physical therapists, occupational therapists, chiropractors to make sure that it was engineered properly to actually do what he wanted it to do. And as simple as it is and lightweight and all of that, he just nailed it. And I love that it is so simple and lightweight because it goes with you. So easy to transport. So when you are traveling, when you're in the car, when you're at the office, anywhere you are, you bring this, pop it on the back of your chair, and you're good to go. And you'll always be. Now, I need one for every member of my family. I want everybody sitting up straight, not just one, but it's so worth it. Oh my gosh, is it so worth it? And so I do work at the dining room table a lot, and I love it because I sit against that, and it just feels so much better than doing this, as you can imagine. And it's very cushy, but it's firm enough to give you the support, but then it's like really comfy too, because it feels really good, but at the same time, it gives enough support to keep you aligned. Mom saying sit up straight is annoying when we're 13, but so right when we're over 30. Yeah. So Paula says, I need that one for sure. Yes, you guys. And for something like this that will change the way you feel every single day, you will feel so much better. There's nothing like feeling aligned. It's awful when you're feeling just, everything's kind of out of whack. But there is something about good posture that also gives us a sense of confidence. You physically stand a little taller, but you figuratively stand a little taller too when you have good posture. So it's like you're looking better, you're feeling better. It's all just a big win. That is pretty cool. I want to show you the back of it because I was mentioning how smart the whole system is and how easy it is and how he did just such a good job with it. So it's just the, quick release buckles like this, so easy to do that. And you put it together and then very easily can just adjust these straps. So you can imagine it could go on a big giant chair, probably all the way to a really small chair. It is completely customizable. So smart. Let's see, Monica's saying, I had a rotator cuff surgery, so my PT is working on keeping the posture and allowing shoulders to slide back. Your physical therapist, Monica, is going to love this. You've got to show it to her because it is basically what you're describing that she's wanting you to do. This does it for you. It really pulls your shoulders down and back, just like they're supposed to be. Boy, it's fun getting old, but luckily there are people like Brent in our lives to make getting old a little easier. And so Brent, keep doing what you're doing because you really did a phenomenal job with this one. And I know that developing a product like this is a long journey and you did a really great job. The simplicity of it, everything about it